I'm going to show you a quad massage today. We're going to start off and test his range of movement. I'm going to show you some lovely techniques on the quadriceps, and then we're going to finish off with a stretch. Firstly, I'm going to do Eli's test. We're going to passively push heel to bottom and watch to see if there's any movement at the hip joint. As you can see there, the hips do want to come up off the couch. So that is suggesting tight rectus femoris before we actually measure. Now I'm going to measure the range of movement, so I can use a goniometer. I'm going to place the goniometer at the knee joint here, fix it on his femur, fix it on the lower leg, take him round to where I feel resistance, and now we're on 125 range of movement. If you don't use a goniometer, you can use a tape measure, and this is quite easy to do. So go to heel to bottom. Okay, when you feel that resistance, hold with your shoulder. And then we're going to measure the distance from the heel to the bottom, and we can compare the left and right measurements. So it's quite easy to see on that, but we're working now in centimetres. So my range of movement showed a little bit of restriction in the left quad that I'm going to work on. A nice way to start before we actually get lotion on is to do a little bit of hip traction. So I grab around the ankles, just lean back, opens up the hips a little bit. They often feel it in their lower back, this one. So a little bit of leg traction. And then also what I like doing is just feeling that movement, a little bit of rotation here and compression before we start and remove the towel. I'm going to apply the lotion first. Make sure you warm it up. And spread it all over the quad here. And I'm going to start with a technique called Longitudinal Effleurage. So I'm working up to the top of the thigh, top lateral edge. This is a soothing technique. It's there to apply the lotion. We haven't got a lot of pressure. And we're going to then increase pressure slightly by doing reinforced effleurage coming up to the top. And again sliding back down. Where we do add more pressure, the pressure stroke is on the way up as we're helping with venous return. And try and get both sides of the quad, so you are actually on adductors on the inside and the abductors on the outside. We can then change this technique to a crisscross technique. So I'm now sat in a good posture here. I'm lifting up the muscle tissue between my palms and my fingers rather than just effleuraging over. So if you can see the lifting, it's nice to manipulate the tissue. And this technique can change nicely into a kneading technique. So between your fingers and your thumbs, again working all over the quads. And while you're working on the quads, have a think about what muscles you're working on. So there are 4 in total. The main front one here is your rectus femoris, the muscle that crosses 2 joints, hip and the knee joint. And then we have this large one down the outside, the vastus lateralis. And on the inside, we've got the vastus medialis. The one we can't really get to with massage lies underneath. It's the vastus intermedius, underneath the rectus femoris. It's also nice to work around the knee joint. And the quadriceps will attach over the patella through the tendon into the tibial tuberosity. So we're working all around the kneecap here. Just going to get a little bit deeper now and use my forearm. It's a controlled forearm, not the point. And with the quadriceps, you find because of the 4 muscles, and also there's a sartorius, a TFL at the top, it's quite a lot of crossing over. Just make sure that you don't click over a muscle, as in you're going over different muscle groups. So control your forearm Nice and slowly. You can change if you want to go more outer. The bigger surface area you use, it will be less pressure. And as you go more to a point, there will be more pressure. But this is still a warm-up technique. We're going to move now to an Effleurage du Poing technique, which is using your fist. So we can use one fist, like so. I find instead of doing a fist like this, if you have an open fist, there's less strain on your own forearm. And make sure that your wrists are straight as well. So we can come up that way and come more to the side. We are working a bit on the IT band. The IT band is quite narrow, so we're mainly going for the vastus lateralis. And if you come even further down, you get a bit of hamstring on there as well. We know that we can't lengthen an IT band with massage. Doesn't matter how much you try, and it will be very painful. You can also use two hands. Okay, if the quads are bigger surface area, link your hands together. Pressure on the way up and keep contact on the way back down. We're going to then move to lengthening technique. I like lengthening techniques on any part of the body, which engages the clients as well. It gets them to do a bit of an action. So bring that leg over slightly, drop this leg off for me here. That's it. Make sure they're covered up okay. And we need to get them into a position where the quadriceps is slightly shorter. So we're going to do knee extension. And from here, instruct your client, they're going to just with gravity, lower the leg down at about that speed. That's lovely. So we start here at the top. I'm going to do Effleurage du Poing at the same time as my client goes into knee flexion. So it's a bit of a double technique then, because we've got the massage technique, which is lengthening, and the client's movement is also lengthening the quads. You can use one hand or two. Okay, or I could do the same before and just link my hands together. That's it. We're getting the timing together. So by the time my client's heel is near the couch, I'm at this top end of the quads. So I found a bit of a tender spot right in that mid rectus femoris here, which could be a trigger point. So from here, what I want to do is I want to do a pressure point just above it and then get my client to lengthen. So the lengthen or the stretch goes right through that trigger point. Very similar to lengthening, start there. I'm going to put a point just above that area. Now I need to make sure it's fixed and then there's quite a bit of pressure. So I'm going to start using my thumbs. I don't use thumbs a lot in massage, but this is very effective. So from here, I'm pressing down. My client will slowly go into knee flexion. That's it. Keep going, keep going. Good, good, good. Lovely. And hopefully they're feeling a stretch right through that area and then across the knee joint as well. I'm going to do that again, but this time I'm working down slightly. So drop down about an inch, fix that pressure. It's often called pin and stretch, but I call it soft tissue release. That's it. That's my second one. And we're going to do the third one, which is a little bit lower. And again, just going to knee flexion. And the third one should probably feel the most stretch because we've got that lock and a shorter area to stretch. Now, if you really don't want to use your thumbs for that technique, you could apply an elbow. You need to make sure that elbow is secure, or you could use a larger body area. So we're now fixing there with a forearm and we can do the same technique. So you can try different methods. I personally find just using thumb, but make sure it's reinforced here, the most effective for this area. I'm going to take this back up now. I'm going to soothe over. Okay, so some effleurage, go back to kneading. There are other videos you can watch to show more groin or adductor massage and more work on the outside of the leg. But just for general quadriceps, I can feel the warmth. It feels nice and soft now. So what we're going to do is turn him over and we're going to do a muscle energy technique just to try and improve his range of movement before I retest at the end. Okay, we'll re-drape the client and I'm just going to use this technique I started with. It's just a little bit of rocking, a little bit of compression through the area, but also wipe some of the lotion off as well. Take the bolster out, or take the pillow out, and then get the client to roll over. Just lift your head for me. That's it. And then roll over, please. Thank you. So you're right over, facing down. Now, don't forget, the leg we've just worked on has changed sides. Okay, so you're going to come around and we're going to do an MET now on this side. MET stretch. We're going to start off nice and relaxed here. A passive stretch first. So we take the heel to the bum. Okay, I'm going to hold the hip down here. And I'm going to do it until I feel some resistance. So with your client as well, is that where you start to feel it? Yeah? Okay, I've got a yes there. So I'm going to hold that position. Now, if I'm uncomfortable doing that, I could use my shoulder, which is a lot stronger. I'm going to hold that for 10 seconds. After 10 seconds, the client is then going to push me away. So it's an isometric contraction with about 20% of effort. So I can feel the quadriceps engaging now for 10 seconds, 9, 10, relax. And after that relaxation, we're going to take it a little bit further and you will feel it does give quite a bit. That is set 1. We're moving to set 2 now. So I'm going to hold the passive stretch for 10 seconds. After 10 seconds, client then pushes 20% of effort, pushes me away. Do that for 10 seconds again. This is set 2 still. And after 10 seconds, relax and edge it a little bit further. You can just see it gives there. Okay, last passive stretch, we're going to hold for 10. Last press for 10, that's it, push 20%. That's good. Don't want to push too much. Okay, it should be quite a relaxing stretch. 9, 10, relax. And then let's take it to that last point. And really we should hold that last position for about 30 seconds. So it's edged its way. You can clearly see how much closer that is. So we're going to hold that for a full 30. And then we're going to do a reassessment. Okay, so let's straighten the leg. Give it a little wobble, make it relax. There we go. And then I'm going to get my goniometer back out and reassess that range of movement. We've got our goniometer, placing it in mid-knee joint, hold it on the femur, hold it along the fibula, take the leg up, push through until you feel that new resistance. Okay, so we're feeling it about there. I'd say that's 1, 3, 1. So we've got about a 5-degree improvement. Whether it's the stretch, whether it's the massage, let's hold that hip down. Okay, does it matter? He's had a nice quad massage there and we've improved the range of movement. And then it's time for the next leg. So you've just seen a nice example of a quadricep massage. To begin with, we assessed the range of movement. We did a little bit of traction and some compressions. Then we got our lotion out and we did some massage techniques. After that, we've reassessed. We've done an MET, a nice stretch at the end, and we've got an improvement in range of movement. So hopefully you found that useful and you can use that with your clients. And thank you for watching.